Okay, we're back now. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't... Do we get to sleep yet? But anyway, I'm back. Hi. Yeah, unfortunately not too much I could do about that. Oh well. There we go. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, right. I'm supposed to go to sleep right now. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to have to go through the conversation with the kid again. That's going to be sad. I'll probably speed through it a little bit because I just did this, but hi, welcome back to the 3 people watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, it sucks when you lose power midstream, but not much I can do about it. But yes, we had got into this labyrinth in Andreas's mind. He's walking, he's walking. He's like, I'm gonna see my wife in a second. We're gonna have an emotional conversation. I think somewhere around here, yeah? Yep. What is it? What? Come home. Stop bothering me. Yeah, we don't love each other. This was never about love. Not at first. Go back to your whores. Da 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 da. This house is lonely without him. Stop talking about our dead child. Leave me alone. And then you are going to dream about him because he is your dead child and you still love him, of course. All right. This is very sad. His child is dead. I will never forget your face. Can you picture someone clearly if you love them? I loved you. I loved you so much. All right, now we're going back to see Melancholia. There we go. Where the hell is Prester John? Okay, won't you answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice? You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once. I was a voice of caution, of prudence. And now? More and less than caution, the ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis, paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to you? What happens to you happens to us. The foundations of this city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. Its court does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the aegis of your intellect. I am all that remains, the melancholy of life's autumn. But it is only June. Wit can't save you from your own mind, Andreas. What can? A course other than the one you have already run. Another course? I'm 33. I have a wife, a workshop, clients across the empire. Oh dear. And it's brought you here, Andreas Mahler. What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I needed to help someone. Is Casper still asleep? Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There is still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas. Where's Casper? Oh no. Uh-oh. I bet he went to the forest, even though he wasn't supposed to. Sorry, cat, we can't pet you right now. There's a lot of commotion tonight. It sounds like everyone's gone to the woods. Okay. Where is that man? Oh! Don't want to interrupt whatever's going on over here. Johann, dear, where are you? Is he back here? Where is my boy? Did he go to the bonfire? My child, where did you go? Hello, Andreas. Enjoying the bonfire? Your costume looks just like a fancy nightdress. I'm looking for Casper. Have you seen him? No, I haven't seen the boy tonight. A group of townspeople went into the forest to collect herbs, though. You might see if he wandered off with them. Enjoy the festival while you're at it, Andreas. We're showing the abbot what for, but I did check that out. I did go there. Ay, ay, ay. Hi, Stephen. How are you? Welcome. We're just playing some Pentiment. I'm trying to find my lost apprentice. It's not looking great. He did say go to the woods. Maybe I missed him while I was there? I am doing well, thank you. Just having a nice relaxing Friday. I don't have too much to do. Seriously though, where is my apprentice? Did I go to the shrine? Was he there? Oh, thank goodness. Who was that? Master Andreas, what are you doing out here? Oh, Casper, thank God. I've been looking for you. I thought I told you to stay inside. I was sleeping, but there was a big racket, and I wanted to see what was happening. What the hell? What's the abbot doing down here? Yeah, Father Jardot, what are you doing out here? I was chasing one of the townsfolk, but lost track of the costumed buffoon. But if you're so disapproving of this festival, what are you doing here? For real, my guy. The forest is off limits. I'll figure out who's breaking the rules and excommunicate them myself. Uh-oh. What was that? Someone is screaming in town. They're really taking this nonsense too far this year. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it says I have a missed call, but it was just a spam call, so, like, don't tell me that. Okay. Let's go back to town and see what's happened. Meeting at the shrine. Uh-oh. Who was that? Huh, I've never seen these flowers before. I wonder where they found them. Who was that running off anyway? It's too hard to tell who's who in these stupid costumes. Who cares? Let's go see what this screaming is about. For real, though. It's Otto. Werner, is he dead? Yes, I'm afraid so. No. What am I supposed to do about all this? Someone released the rope. The platform crushed him. What? How did this happen? Baltus and Lenhard and I heard the crash and stepped outside to see what had happened. Right, and then we saw a figure in a costume rushing off from the rat house. It must have been whoever released the rope. And what were you doing during all of this, Lenhard? Enjoying a light meal with these gentlemen. Ah, what a shame. You can't blame me for this, Peter. Casper, look to see if Otto had a note. Huh? Do it! Do it, boy! Look for clues! No, Master, there's nothing. Are you certain? What were you expecting? I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. My God! Otto! No, no! You! The abbot must have killed him. The bastard always had it out for Otto. We all knew it. We need answers. How dare you! I won't just stand here and be accused of such a foul act by a peasant. Go after him. Wait, no, the abbot was with us. He's innocent. Casper is right, even if we don't have any proof. Grab the artist and the boy, too. We'll get to the bottom of this. Casper, run! Uh-oh. To the abbey! Quickly! Well, this is exactly the opposite of what I'd hoped would happen. Brothers! To the library, now! Why are we running to the library, though? They ran through the church, this way. They've locked the door. Fuck. Oh, no. Andreas, get out of the way! Otto's death demands justice. The abbot couldn't have killed Otto. He was with us when we found the body. That's true. He did arrive with you, but you don't know where he was before that, do you, Andreas? Who else would want to kill Otto? Coward! Killer! Andreas, move! If you go after Gernot, the real killer will get away. No mercy! Face us! He's a monster! If those monks don't come out, we'll set fire to the whole place and cook them. Oh my god. You've all gone mad! Even if you don't trust the abbot, trust me. I swear he wasn't the one to do it. He was with me. I was there too. Master Andreas is telling the truth. Fine, damn it. You've got 1 day to find whoever you think is the real killer, Andreas. Oh, Jesus. This is nuts. Otherwise, we will come back for the abbot. Andreas, all I want is justice for my husband. Please, you must find the murderer. Ava, Otto was a good man. I won't stop until I find who killed him. Oh my god. How have things gotten so bleak? The peasants are really convinced that Gernot killed Otto, but it was impossible. Peter's temper got in the way. The abbot is an easy target because he was at odds with Otto and his cause. Master, Peter was furious. He's only giving you a day to find the murderer. Why'd you even agree to find who really killed Otto anyway? Because I am inexplicably also a detective. It didn't turn out well last time, did it? Why do it again? Everyone deserves justice, Casper. You have a good heart, Master Andreas. So, who do you think did it then? Where do we even start? We should talk to Lenhart. He always hated the peasants and supported the abbot. He was very vocal against Otto in town commons the other day. He might have hated Otto enough to kill him. It's worth talking to him and finding out. Oh, what about Martin Bauer? When we saw him talking to Otto, they seemed to be arguing over something. It's not likely. Martin supported Otto and the peasants. Martin was always an ass. If they had a bad enough argument, he could have wanted to kill Otto. Good idea. Who else? I'm sure we can find some other suspects. We'll have to do some more investigating to find out who the murderer is, but we better move fast. Could the murderer confess to Father Thomas? Well, maybe. Even if the murderer did, Father Thomas is bound by the seal of confession. He won't tell us. However, we could eavesdrop on confessions. Since St. John's Eve just happened, the townsfolk will all come in to confess. Oh yeah, one of the townsfolk might have heard something anyway. That's a good place to start. We could also ask around at the Golden Hand. A pint or two might loosen some tongues. What about the person who ran by us in the forest? They were wearing these flowers. I've never seen them before. Right, we have to find the source of those flowers in the woods. That might give us some sort of connection to the killer. We have a lot of good places to start. Even though time is short, we have a good chance at finding the real killer. All right, let's get to work. Oh my word. All right, we have a couple different options we could take here. Speak to Father Thomas about confessions, visit Lenhart Müller, ask around the Golden Hand, and search the forest. The Müller the Miller. let's go talk to the people at the inn. Oh, hey little kid. Hello, Master Mahler. Anything I can do for you? Yes, actually. You were pretty vocal against Otto in the town commons. What was that about? Just what I said then. I don't want anyone to get hurt, especially now. We've already had one death in Tassing. We don't need any more. That doesn't explain why you spoke out. Otto never advocated for violence. The Golden Hand relies on pilgrims and travelers for its business, Andreas. If Otto got his way, everything would be chaos. Swabia is burning as it is. We need the law to live civilized lives, Andreas. What Otto was advocating for scared me. I'll do whatever I can to find the murderer and instill order again, Hanna. Thank you, Master Mahler. I wish you the best of luck. Well, anyone at the Golden Hand would probably not want to murder him. Bad for business. Joshua. Killian. Good day, Master Mahler. Master Mahler, is there anything I can do for you? Nico, have you heard anyone in here talking about Otto's murder? Not just talking about it, but you know. Yeah, you know. He understands, Casper. Thank you. Like they had something to do with it? Oh no, I think I'd remember something like that. Then again, I try not to eavesdrop on conversations. I don't want to get yelled at, or worse. But maybe you could find more luck talking to people. Beer always tends to loosen people's lips. Buy around for everyone and you can have the run of the place. You'll be here a while, though. Alright, we're gonna say interesting idea maybe later, because I actually think that chatting some with the priest will be useful. And then we have to go talk to the miller as well. I guess we can get to the mill this way, yeah? Paul. Hello, Master Mahler. Hello. You're Paul, right? I don't think we spoke the last time I was in Tassing. Yeah, I was just a kid then. How are you doing? I'm alright. Dad keeps talking about his new hunting rifle. It scares me. Yeah, that's true. It's like the very beginning of people having such things as guns. They're brutish weapons, deadly when handled by the inexperienced, even for hunting. That's why it scares me. Dad likes to show it off, but he hasn't used it much. Yeah, it's true. I mean, just imagine this. Like, you've never seen a gun before. We're so, I mean, especially in the US, we're so, like, that's such a normal part of culture here that, like, you don't even really think about it. But a gun is actually kind of terrifying. Yeah, it's like he said, you know, the irresponsible and inexperienced can do a great deal of damage with it, which is kind of different from other things that are tools. That may be a blessing. Also, you know, a gun in this period is just as likely to explode in your face as it is to shoot what you're trying to shoot. I hope so. I should go. Forget I said anything, Master Mahler, please. Until later. Until then, why do I have a bad feeling that we're about to find out that the man didn't die because he was crushed to death? Elsa. Hello, forgive me, I've forgotten your name. I'm wounded, call me Andreas. I hope I may call you Elsa. No! I mean, no, please. Not when my husband can hear. What's the matter with him, the jealous type? Lenhart, he tends to be suspicious of men's attentions. Let us not speak of this further. Who is this young man? Casper, my apprentice. Hello, mistress. Oh, you must meet my darling Paul. He would love to meet someone his age pursuing art. Just not where Leonard can see. If his father wouldn't approve, maybe I shouldn't. I would hate to get Paul in any trouble. Perhaps you're right. A foolish idea. Please don't pay any mind to it. I'm sorry, I must get back to work. Until later, Master Mahler. Until then. Well, maybe we can go inside the house. A dog! Pet Staub. I think I've met this dog once before. A sweet boy. Andreas Mahler, the master artist. Yes? Yes, pardon, I don't recognize you. Are you new to Tassing? Ha, no. I'm Leonard Mueller. I run the mill in Tassing. Oh, right, I've heard a lot about you. I'm sure you have, after living with the Gertners. And less than half of it true, I'm sure. Look, I just wanted to introduce myself. It's not every day someone comes back to Tassing. Especially to investigate a second murder. Quite unfortunate timing for you. What was this? Yeah, we knew who Baltus was. Quite fortunate for you, given your meal with Baltus and Dr. Stoltz. I know we've only just met, Master Mahler, so I can understand some suspicion. In spite of how I feel about the peasants, and how they feel about me, I'm no murderer. Why would I kill Otto? Why would I kill Ava's husband? I don't know, maybe there was something between you and Otto. There wasn't. Trust me or don't, but there wasn't. I disagree with a lot of the people in this town. I don't go around killing them. Besides, if Otto brought down the Duke's anger, it wouldn't fall on my head. If you say so, I do. In any case, if you get tired of investigating, my door is open. If you'd like to join my family for a meal or see the mountains, just let me know. See the mountains? Yes, for a brief hunt. Hunt? Yes, for deer. I might be able to help you get some perspective on the situation. I'm investigating Otto's murder. A hunt hardly seems appropriate. If it would help, I can tell you what I know. And I know a fair deal. What do you know? No, come hunting with me and I'll tell you. All right, fine. Wonderful. You'll have to leave the boy behind, though. He'll slow us down. I understand. Casper, you can stay here with Paul until we return. All right, Master. I have a crossbow? Interesting. How is the climb suiting you, Mahler? It's a bit more challenging than I was expecting. The worst is over. There's only a little way to go. Rest for a moment and let me know when you're ready to continue. An invitation to hunt. I can see all of Tassing and Kearsall from here. I probably have enough time for a quick sketch. Well, that's cool. Despite all of Tassing's troubles, it looks peaceful from up here. Why is this so hard? It's like my mind just wants my hand to stop. I can't even draw something as beautiful as this valley. Useless. What a waste of time. Is it useless, or are you just deeply depressed, my dude? Snow in June. In some parts of the Alps, the snow doesn't melt until late summer. All that space devoted to fields. It's a pity we need the peasants to work them. Why do you hate peasants so much? I'd say they're worthless, but they do necessary labor, I suppose. Even so, they're filthy brutes, idiots to the last, fit only to toil. It's hard to really think of them as people. Jeez, dude. How did you develop such contempt for them? My father taught me that if you try to help a peasant, they'll only drag you down into their muck. Like a dumb cow stuck in mud. It's best to leave them to their fate. Still, their women are of some value. Don't misunderstand me. They're as stupid as the men, but they do have some charms. When they're young, of course. They age like buttermilk in the sun. Ha ha. Wow, geez. What does it matter to you? You're a married man. Andreas, marriage is for raising children, keeping a household. There's nothing wrong with enjoying fruit from a tree in another man's yard from time to time. I must admit I am no stranger to infidelity, but it's a dangerous game. There's no danger. Despite their recent wailing, they have no power and pose no threat to me or the abbot. Look at what's happened in Swabia. The rebellions have been crushed, the peasants are ground back into the dust where they belong. The great lords still hold their lands and their friends still enjoy their protection. You rely a great deal on your friendship with the abbot. The abbot is a strong ruler, and he controls his lands with a firm hand. These peasants don't understand how good they have it. Whether the peasants disband or suffer the Duke's wrath, the abbot's current peril is only temporary. Well, that's enough talk for now. Are you ready to head up? Yes, let's continue. Wow, this is beautiful. Whole new environment. Deer come through this clearing at all times of year. There's a natural blind up ahead. We can watch from there. Gun versus crossbow. Here we go. I have to admit, I didn't think much of you when you were last in Tassing. Poor artist and all that. What changed? You made something of yourself, became a master in Nuremberg. In 7 years, you've gone from boarding in a run-down peasant's hovel to running your own successful workshop. Men like us make our own fortune. Didn't your father build the mill? The old mill. I built this one, the only windmill in Bavaria. With his fortune. You're missing the point. We've built something for ourselves. Peter Gertner will toil the same field his father did until he drops. Big Jorg will do the same. Peasants ask for the world, but they can't even comprehend what's outside of their tiny plot of land. Where is this conversation leading? I have questions. This rebellion by the farmers, it won't go anywhere. Whether it ends peacefully or violently, they won't win. If they need a scapegoat for Otto's death, look to Martin Bauer. Why would he want to kill Otto? Martin didn't want to support Otto's little rebellion. He was quite happy with the way things were. Something changed recently. I think Otto learned something about Martin that Martin didn't want to get out. Like what? It was dire enough to change Martin from resisting Otto to wholeheartedly supporting him in front of the town. That's it? What evidence is there? Really, though. Find some. If Otto found out, others must know, or at least have suspicions. Shh, get down. He's there. See him? You lead, I'll follow. You missed me by inches. I heard the ball fly past my head. Better than hearing it hit the back of your skull. I'll admit, it's not the most accurate weapon, but it hit the target in the end. Yikes. What a privilege, not getting my head blown off by my hunting partner. Oh, relax, Mahler, you're fine. Let's find the stag. It can't have gone far. Grumpy, grumpy Andreas. There it is. It's not dead yet. It looks like we both wounded it, but not enough. It's easy enough to kill a dumb beast when it's helpless. You seem to take pleasure in overpowering helpless creatures. It is the nature of a wolf to feed upon sheep. You're a miller. You make flour. I'm a miller with a gun. Just put the poor beast out of its misery. Come on. There we are. Now then, let's find a long stick to carry the deer. It was a good hunt. Thank you for coming with me. I went with you hoping you would tell me something useful about Otto's death. And I did. Maybe it wasn't what you wanted, but I don't really care about what you want. Think about what I said about Martin. I'll look into it. I'm glad to hear it. Good luck, Andreas Mahler. I have only 12 hours to figure out what happened. It's not gonna happen. I don't have time to check everything. Nico couldn't tell me anything specific. Why do I have the miller? Hunt was unpleasant. Okay. I want to go back to... I guess we could eat here. But I think maybe we should go back to the tavern. And maybe stop by the church? We could talk to Father Thomas. Oh, Andreas, what have you come back to? This is all awful. Just awful. I should never have allowed Klaus to publish the 12 articles. This is what happens when common people get agitated by reading nonsense. Oh yes, that's the problem here. Yeah, like what's the alternative? Forbidding them from reading? Sometimes, yes. Just because a commoner has learned to read, that does not mean he can fully comprehend any book he finds. I don't know, sounds like some propaganda to me. Some of these texts are written to inflame passions. They're not all written with modest intentions. These pamphlets, these books can make people crazed, furious. Sister Amelie and I have seen what happens when good people become part of a mob. Wait, what do you mean? Before we came to Tassing, I was the priest at a town near a Benedictine convent. The town was full of good people. But the good people were whipped into a panic by an educated neighbor, the town doctor. He had read the Melius Maleficarum. It had put ideas into his head. Oh, I see. So they're used to the, anti-witchcraft book. Why? The book was condemned by theologians. The doctor's copy contained a sound endorsement from the faculty of the University of Cologne. Large, powerful, free imperial city on the River Rhine, it is a major hub for commerce between Italy and the Netherlands. It is also a popular site for pilgrims, as its cathedral contains relics of the 3 wise men, represented as crowns on their arms. One thing the book's author and the doctor shared was a contempt for and hatred of women. In the convent, the doctor saw a coven of witches. In Sister Amelie, he saw not a mystic, but a woman possessed by evil spirits, speaking blasphemy. Even St. Hildegard came under suspicion for her visions. And she prevailed. Praise God, but we do not live in St. Hildegard's time. The doctor believed the nuns were witches. The local magistrate did not agree, but that did not stop the doctor from inflaming his neighbor's fears. No matter what I did, no matter what I said, it made no difference. They wouldn't listen to reason. They wouldn't even listen to scripture. In the dead of night, they gathered at the convent and set fire to it. Sister Amelie was lucky to escape with her life. Jesus. Poor lady. The rest of the nuns were not as fortunate. So I am all too aware of what can happen when a mob forms. I should have known it would happen again. This is my fault. Wait, you can't blame yourself for this, Father. Why not? I share more than a small measure of responsibility. You'd think that Otto's death would have shocked the farmers into abandoning a hopeless cause. It's only inflamed them. Do what you can to keep the peasants calm. I'm still looking for Otto's killer. I will, but I fear this has all gone beyond my control. I suppose there's no good fretting about what's already happened. I have to minister to the people of the town as best I can, given the circumstances, and pray for the best. Speaking of which, I need to hear confessions for the townsfolk. It's a Tassing tradition after St. John's Eve, in case they got up to any mischief that can't wait until Easter. I expect they'll be coming early in the morning. If you could excuse me, I need to prepare. Of course, Father. Okay, so they'll come for that in the morning. Alright, let's go to the Golden Hand and try and, buy around for everybody. Master Muller, if it's not too forward, I was wondering if you would do my family the honor of joining us for a meal. Of course. Let's do this. Andreas, welcome, welcome. It's always a pleasure to have new conversation at our table about what's been going on in town. Yes, a fresh perspective is always welcome. The inn always benefits from different opinions. I'm happy to share my thoughts. Thank you for having us. Good, good. Let's tuck in. Bless us, O Lord, in these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord, amen. And they all said, amen. So, Master Mahler, I hear tell that this is a return visit to Tassing. Has the town changed much since your last visit? Well, the Golden Hand is new. Having an inn is a big change in such a small town as Tassing. Yes, the peasants especially took their time in getting used to us. The monks up at the abbey have always been gracious, though. True, but the abbot is firm in his dealings. He does seem like a prickly sort of man. I'd say that's an accurate assessment. You have no idea. The abbot was harsh before, but he seems much more severe now. I understand his need to enforce the rules, but being needlessly strict is different. What do we have to eat? Pork pie, salmon, and pork and bread pottage. Yummy. Otto had been getting more and more vocal with his speeches. I'm sure you heard his most recent one, Andreas. I want to support the peasants in their troubles, but I do worry that Otto's death will stir up more trouble than it's worth for the inn. Well, murder is not really good for business, so I suppose that's true. The peasants aren't bothering us, Nico. They need to speak their minds. Besides, their coin counterbalances any lost revenue from the abbey and its guests. I think Otto had the right idea. These restrictions have gone on too long. What's a little trouble if it brings reprieve to the peasants? Doing the right thing is always best, but I don't know how involved I ought to get in the whole business. The matter is not for us to decide anyway. Hey, I did hear Ulrich say he saw more of the Duke's soldiers near town today. That's nothing but a rumor, Killian. That could cause problems for Tassing, especially if the abbot gets involved. Oh, I don't think the abbot would call the soldiers into town to start trouble. You've seen the soldiers more recently, Andreas. What did you think? Times are changing, and the peasants know it. The abbot had better keep up if he wants to keep the peace. True. If the abbot agreed to deal with the peasants' demands, then all would be resolved quickly. Peter didn't seem like he would take no for an answer. The abbot and Peter are both stubborn men. By the grace of God, things can be resolved peacefully. Not likely. Yeah, it seems less and less likely the longer this happens. Hannah, you were pretty vocal after Otto's speech the other day. Really? You spoke up, Mom? I thought you said you weren't going to get involved, Hannah. Oh, I'm just looking out for the peasants. I didn't think my few words would cause any harm. I understand it's difficult not to want to fix things. I agree, Andreas, but I'm afraid I may have been wrong to speak out. No matter what happens, we are a part of the community. Being involved in what happens is important. Speaking of the community, I should get back to work. Yes, there's always much to do. Thank you for sharing your perspective, Andreas. Thank you for the meal, Hannah. It was excellent. You're welcome back any time, especially so Killian can learn more from Casper's well-behaved example. Mom! That's funny. 10 hours remain. Oh my, okay. Sleep time. Who else do I need to talk to? I don't think I can buy around for the house. No, it's bedtime. The only other thing I think I could do right now is see about those little flowers. Is it these? What if I go back up to the Abbey? What? Peter's ordered everyone to keep out of the library, including you, Andreas. Fine, maybe I can do the secret passageway in the crypt. Not even the crypt was spared from the looting. Jesus. Well, we're going to go into the library through the secret passageway, because why not? God bless you, Andreas. That's really all you have to say? You're in deep danger. Who is there? Is it you, Lord? Come to claim my soul? It's Andreas, Brother Enoch. Oh, Andreas. Dear boy. Are you ill? I am fine. The escape to the library left me out of breath. I feel aches, a heavy heart, but it will pass, if God wills it. Could someone help you, Florian, or... Do not concern yourself with me, Andreas. The others... Make sure the others are well. They're fine. You're the one who might be dying. If the time has come, Andreas... Then it has come. It is in the hands of the Lord. Oh, I must rest. Keep holding on, Brother Enoch. But I needed to ask you... Shoot, I lost my chance. The scriptorium is locked. Oh man, let's talk to the other monks at least. Andreas? Brother Guy? It seems like it would be quite a risk for you to come through the crypt to see us. Shouldn't you be out trying to prove that someone killed Otto? Someone who isn't the abbot? Just because it wasn't the abbot doesn't mean it wasn't one of the monks. Oh, was Ferenc's execution just the beginning? Father Journeau always thought this place was going to be brought down by lack of funds. It looks like death by Andreas Mahler is more likely. Do you need anything else? Not right now. Then God bless you, Andreas. Until later. Andreas Mahler. I am as always glad to see you, but surely you have put yourself at risk by sneaking in here. You cannot keep yourself out of danger and trouble, can you? I do seem to have a knack for it. May God watch over you and grant safe passage through harm. Still, I must ask, why have you come to the library? I wanted to see how you all are holding up. We are not out of danger, if that is what you have in mind. The peasants are on edge, and we are stuck. You fear they truly want more violence? They may not be trained soldiers, but it does not take much military acumen to burn down a building full of books. If they hurt the abbot or damage the abbey, the Duke's armies will not show leniency. Believe me, a direct confrontation with real soldiers will end in a slaughter. I do believe him. He had a life as a mercenary before this. You've said much about the peasants, but what of you and your brothers? Oh, I am well, Andreas. I've been through worse. The Battle of the Cosman, the Siege of Dornick Castle, death and suffering. Too much of that, perhaps, for a young mind. Ah, long enough ago by now. Here, others who hold my attention. I worry about Volkbert and Rudiger. They're gentle people, not able to withstand this terror and violence. But I am especially worried about Edok. I tried talking to him. He didn't look good. Dowd. He is old and frail, and his health has grown worse since we fled here. He remarks of pains in the chest. I am cut off from my tools, and were it not so, I am unsure of what might help against his affliction. Perhaps Salvia salvatrix or Papaver somniferum? I'm willing to do what I can to help. You are good of heart, Andreas. Asking Sister Gertrude might be most prudent in this case. She knows the plants best. Speaking of herbal matters, could you look at this plant I found? It may be connected to Otto Zimmermann's death. Let me see. It looks familiar, but I'm afraid I don't know. Sister Gertrude is the herbalist. If anyone in Kirsau knows, it's her. And if anyone in Tassing knows, it's Agnes Steinauren. Thank you for your help, Brother Florian. Any time. Ask Gertrude for help. Lucas, God keep you safe, Master Mahler. Aw, Volkbert. No. Volkbert, it's going to be all right. How can you know that, Lucas? Trust in Providence, brother. The Lord guides us through Gethsemane. They are going to hurt us. They won't. Look, Andreas is here. He will help. Lucas, Volkbert, yes, I will help any way I can. Don't trust. Andreas will only get us into more trouble. What are you saying? Andreas solved the previous murder. He can solve this one. I don't want to die. Oh, buddy. You're not going to. We all will. No, please. Volkbert, peace and calm. Think of the heavenly realms above us, where angels sing praise to our Lord every day. I mean, I don't know that that's like the most helpful thing to think of. Will I join them if I die? See, exactly. Now he's thinking about death. We all join the choir. One day. But you won't die here, Volkbert. Listen to Andreas. He will help us. Stay safe, brothers. I'll go try to solve this mess before anyone else gets hurt. God bless you. God save us. Oh, my word. God bless you, Andreas. Unser Trochten hat versaut Sancta Petra Ginmalt. Das mag genieren Semo Dingentenmann. I don't know what he's saying. Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison. Brother Rudiger, is that the Petrus lied? Hapetot mit untornem himmelrechts portum. Brother, can you hear me? It's an old song from his home, Andreas. I think it soothes him. Darin mach skiren denin willi nerian. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this properly. Probably not. I like it. A song meant for times of need, and I believe we are in need at this time. I worry about Brother Rudiger. He has been deep in prayer ever since we fled into the library, excuse me. All this violence and strife does not conform with his gentle soul, nor mine neither, yet here we are. Abby! Hello, best friend, how are you? I'm trying to solve a murder. It's going very poorly. Very, very poorly indeed. You really care for him, don't you? Yes, we know. I'm not going to tell on you. This kind and thoughtful man. Who wouldn't? You'll find out who killed Otto, won't you? Yeah, I have to. There's too much at stake. See, I told you. Kyrie eleison, Christe eleison. Brother Rudiger, why don't you sing for the others to hear? The others? Yes, all your brothers. You're the cantor. Yours is the voice that leads them. I don't know. You can do it. I believe in you, and Matthew believes in you. We all do. All right, I suppose I can try. You got this, man. You got it. Hello, Brother Waslav. Do you have a moment? Of course, Andreas. What do you need? I'm barricaded in a library with nowhere else to go. Of course you have a moment. I was hoping to seek your guidance about who may have killed Otto. I don't know how much I can help you, Andreas. I'm afraid I didn't concern myself too much with Tossing's troubles. Surely you can recall something Otto did that made someone angry. Otto was not always an easy man to get along with. He's clashed with several brothers here over the years. Anything recently? Let me think. Several of the brothers were upset when he demanded Father Journeau reveal the Abbey's financial records. Father Journeau is a man of God. Surely he wouldn't be upset. The demand was a brooch of trust between the town and Kirsal, and perhaps God himself. I disagree with that. If those townspeople are paying taxes to the Abbey, they have a right to know where that money's going and what it's being spent on, no matter what God says. Who was the most upset? Andreas, I shouldn't bring up Abbey concerns to outsiders. Please, Brother Waslav. Any information you can give me could help stop further violence. I did see Brother Guy rooting around in the abattoir the other day. The building that we have not been able to get into. He was startled when I questioned him, but if he was already on edge about Otto's demands, then no wonder. What was he doing there? I know that Brother Guy and Otto never got along, but Brother Guy has never been a violent man. I wonder if there was anything else going on. Please be careful, Andreas. There's already enough strife in Tassing. We don't need any more. I will. Thank you, Brother Waslav. God bless you, Andreas. Investigate the abattoir. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here, and then I think we're going to go find somebody to raid, because I have now been streaming for almost 5 hours, I think. Did I talk to Journeau? I don't remember. I think I did, and he just gave me the plain old regular God bless you, Andreas spiel, you know? Okay, let's see. I can't go anywhere. Can I go into the cloister? Yes. All right. We're going to go towards the abattoir and investigate there next time on this episode of Pentiment. All right. Let's see who we can go find to raid. Oh, hold on. Because that was quite fun. Let me see. Who do we know who's live right now? Ooh. Hold on. Let's see. It looks like Pleasantly Twisted's playing some Bloodborne. Maybe we should go say hi to them. If I can spell properly. That ought to work. Follower, subscriber only chat. Yes, that sounds great. We'll go see them play some Bloodborne. I've been really enjoying watching their streams lately, so sounds good. I will thank you all very, very much for coming and being here for part of this. I love how I thought I was going to beat the game this session. Clearly that's not going to happen, so I might try and stream again tomorrow, or maybe wait until Monday comes back around. But this was so much fun. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, everybody else that's in the chat. Everybody who came by. Much, much appreciated. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you later.